All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us. Chapter 8, Perfect Match. Here we go. Star-crossed. At the sound of glass breaking, you and Sloane rush over to find Hayden lying unconscious on the floor.
Uh-oh.
Hayden! Shards from the broken sangria glasses splay around Hayden. You kneel down and shake her, but she doesn't wake up.
Uh-oh.
No. No. You fumble for your cell phone and struggle to unlock it. Come on!
Here, let me.
Sloane calls a number on her phone.
Hello, we have an emergency.
You cradle Hayden in your arms. Hayden. It's all gonna be okay. Help will be here soon. Hayden's eyelids flutter slightly.
Hot dude?
That name has become really serious now. It's interesting. It was a joke at first, and now it's like, yeah, hot dude, come on.
Because the story's like getting all weird.
Hayden touches your face gently. Then her arm drops and her eyes close once more.
Dun dun dun.
Uh-oh. Soon, sirens ring out down the street. Spared no expense. Yeah.
Sounded more like a dog than a siren.
Like an ocarina being played by a bird. EMTs and paramedics load Hayden onto a stretcher and into the ambulance as lights flash around you. You watch as they close the doors and the ambulance speeds away.
They said we can meet them at the hospital. Let's go.
At the hospital, you head straight for the receptionist. Hi, we're looking for Hayden Young.
One moment, please.
There you go. She types away on the computer.
She's been admitted to the emergency room. Her condition has stabilized, but she needs rest. Only family members may visit at this time.
Only family members? Well, but I'm her boyfriend. It's like 5 minutes away from family.
No it isn't.
Oh.
Yes, and I'm just the receptionist, but I'm here working overtime because I know where I should be. We'll make sure to call Hayden's emergency contact, Sloane Washington, when she's ready to accept visitors, even though Sloane's right here. Come on out, dude.
What? But I thought you were Sloane. I just want to know what's going on.
One of the paramedics said Hayden had symptoms of post-concussion syndrome. People are more prone to getting a stroke or a blood clot after severe head trauma like that car accident.
Sloane takes one look at your horrified face.
Sorry, that was supposed to be my comforting voice. But now I can see how that's not comforting.
Yeah.
We'll have more data tomorrow. Even though people don't really use the word data.
Not really.
Usually they say information instead of data, so it's kind of weird.
This is like leading me on to something interesting, I think.
Yeah.
It's like, it's almost as if it's like giving me clues. Like, this entire thing's been like clue heavy.
Yeah.
Like clue laden.
No.
No?
We can check in on her then.
Oh, okay.
No clues. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least we tried to see her.
I still don't understand why Sloane couldn't go see her.
She was literally the emergency contact.
I don't get it.
I just sneak around to the other side, dial the number.
Hello, I'm Sloane. I want to see the person Emergency room 12B. Just whatever you need to do.
I know, it don't make no sense.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
As you walk along the river, you'll notice Sloane fidgeting with her hands.
Well, that's the last time I ever throw a party.
Are you alright?
Yes, I'm just worried. I feel the same way people must have felt watching Friendship 7 re-enter Earth's atmosphere with a loose heat shield.
Right. I'm sure.
It's a spaceship.
Yeah. Aw. Yeah.
Oh God, it was too. I should have just made her go to the doctor sooner. She kept complaining about headaches after the crash.
Sloane, this isn't your fault. So, you and Hayden are really close friends, huh?
You could say we're bosom buddies.
Yeah, we're going there. Okay. Yup. Thought so. I don't think anyone would say that.
Except for the bosom buddies.
Yeah, those would be the only ones. Yeah, too.
Yes, I regretted my word choice immediately. Hayden is my biggest support system and one of my few friends. Though, I'm probably not supposed to admit that.
Sloane passes by the railing, looking out over the water.
For what it's worth, I'm glad Hayden has someone like you. You seem to care about her a lot, and I know she cares about you. Oh, I almost forgot.
What is it? Yo. That's a tongue twister. Weekly late night event.
Weekly late night event. Okay. Tonight's when Hayden and I usually go to my favorite planetarium for their weekly late night event.
Wouldn't want to say that 3 times fast.
No. Hayden really wanted to take you there after the party. It's our routine. It always calms me down when I'm worried about something or need to escape.
Oh, to which planet? I mean,
No, I don't even know it. You're a little airheaded, aren't you?
Oh, what?
I'm sorry, maybe I'm just too smart for everyone. But now, Hayden can't make it.
What's the planetarium like? I mean, yeah, I could use a bit of a distraction, but I really would like to maybe be at, like, home or something in case that, the hospital calls with, like, more information.
It's okay, we have cell phones. It'll be alright. Come on.
Okay, totally, yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. It has the most amazing projections of constellations. I think you'd love it. I mean, you could. Come with me. Only if you want to, of course. I guess I'm just not used to going to the planetarium alone.
What do you do? Turn her down in front of everybody. Get to know Sloane. I mean, why wouldn't you? Let's do it. Shaw.
Yeah. Really? You'll go? That's great.
Sloane clears her throat.
I mean, that's great. Let's go to the place. Yes, follow me.
Let's go to the place. Yeah, this was a good choice. Let's do this. In the planetarium, you and Sloane recline back in the comfortable seats. Your breath catches in your throat. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
It's really beautiful.
Oh, yeah. What a view. Shaw.
Tonight, they're going to show projections of the universe from the past,
Oh,
present,
yeah.
and future.
Oh,
From the Big Bang,
oh,
all the way to predicted endings, like the Big Rip,
oh,
the Big Crunch,
ew.
and the Big Freeze.
Oh, girl. Those last two just sound like delicious desserts. Might not be such a bad way to go. You know what I'm saying? You know, like the big freeze. You get the Milky Way. It'd be like totally like a Sunday. You know, I mean, it wouldn't be a Sunday because like space and time would be gone, so there wouldn't be a Sunday. But like it'd be just like an ice cream Milky Way. It'd be like a big freeze. That'd be more than sweet. That would be mega sweet. That'd be like hyper sweet, dude. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
It actually describes dark energy pulling the universe apart, and it seems.
That's way less tasty than I thought it was going to be.
But yes, it also sounds like a dessert. Maybe some sort of taffy? What's a dessert you pull?
Oh, churros? Okay, remind me not to make jokes about the end of the world around you. You watch as the projection animates the shifting cosmos of the past.
You know, I've always wished I could time travel. I'd get answers to so many questions. What about you, hot dude? Are you curious about the past or the future at all?
Well, if I had a time travel machine, I would go back in time. Sure. There's so much history I want to relive and see for myself.
I've always thought that visiting the future would be more interesting. But you're right. There's something to the past as well. I'd love to go back in time and pick Isaac Newton's brain.
Yeah, that sounds like gross. Like for ideas, or would you go like for like a medulla oblongata, like do like a neuro kind of surgery kind of thing?
Probably for ideas.
Probably ideas. Yeah, I think so.
No. Actually, no. Literally.
Okay, all right. Oh, okay.
I'd swab his DNA.
Yeah.
Bring it to the parents.
Oh, God.
No, don't bring it to your parents.
I'm not editing that. I'm keeping it. I don't care. I'm keeping that.
I'd swab his DNA, bring it to the present,
Yeah.
and create a Newton clone to spread some of his genius around.
That's kind of pragmatic, actually. I never thought of that.
Probably do it with Stephen Hawking too.
Yeah, Stephen Hawking. Oh my God, you could have a hybrid Stephen Hawking, Isaac Newton. You put them together. That's like two geniuses in one. That's like twice the genius.
I love it.
Stop. And here I thought I was picking. And here I thought picking brains was a figure of speech. Yeah, it's probably that French thing again.
That was a joke. Did I not do that correctly? Although actually that was a great idea.
Really? Yeah. I would see a show about that totally. I think you did that joke a little too correctly. That's the thing. I appreciate the effort, though. So, how did you first get into tech anyway?
I built my first computer from spare parts when I was a kid. My mom always encouraged me when it came to technology and science.
That's great that your mom was such a big support.
Yeah. She introduced me to all my childhood heroes, like Stephen Hawking, Alan Turing, Blair Hogg. Once, when I was 16, I wanted to see this tech entrepreneur speech. Dear God. I printed a fake college ID and snuck in just so I could see her.
What? You printed a fake ID for that? People usually do that for, drinking, partying, living on the wild side.
There's nothing more wild than a good fireside chat.
Oh, remind me to take you away from fire. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say.
Anyway, I pursued science and mathematics through college and internships, and that's how I ended up at NASA, more or less.
Huh. Yeah, no big deal or anything.
Actually, it was very difficult.
Well, yeah.
I stayed up all night practicing brain teasers for the interview.
Oh, I was just poking fun at you.
Oh, I'll catch up on that. Promise. I love my job. The only downside is I work long hours and tutor on the side, so it's hard to make new friends.
Okay, now, uh, I'm not the I'm not the brightest tool in the shed. I'm just gonna make sure. But you work long hours, like full time, for NASA,
Yes,
and you have to tutor on the side.
yes.
So that's kind of depressing.
Yes.
I mean, they only get like pennies on the dollar tax wise.
Insert political joke here.
Okay, yeah, we don't have to go there.
Yeah.
Let's go. Sloane's eyes widen in embarrassment.
And you know, fine dates. I don't mean the fruit.
Yeah, I figured. Have you ever thought about using arrows? It's supposed to have the perfect equation for finding love and whatnot.
Me? No. I've been really busy. Besides, the matchmaking process sounds nerve-wracking.
Well, I think you should give the quiz a shot. You know, even if the math isn't perfect, you'll never know until you try. It worked for me and Hayden anyway.
You two are great together, and I'm a big fan of algorithms.
Yeah, I figured.
I'll admit, dating services and the blend of subjective unpredictability of emotion with the logic of science is fascinating. But it's complicated. In the past, my partners always got intimidated by my ambition, and I'd prioritize my job over them. It's never worked out.
Sloane, you know, those people are just missing out.
Really?
Yeah, you're awesome. And if they were awesome too, they wouldn't feel threatened. I mean, I'm totally not as awesome as somebody who does tutoring on the side of working for NASA and can build her own computer before she was like a teenager and had mentors before she went to college. I'm just gonna say it. I feel like I've like wasted like 27 years of my life. I'm just gonna put it out there. I, I mean, it's not even like threatened or anything. It's just like I don't know even what to do right now. Like I'm sitting in the dark, staring at a bunch of dots that like I can't even name one of them, and you probably know like that constellation over there, and that one's probably the Big Dipper or Little Dipper or like a Medium Dipper, and like there's all kinds of stuff. Like and we're like the two only people in this place because we've been talking the entire time, and I'm guaranteed to be the dumbest guy in this room. That's just it, you know. But threatened, I'm not threatened. I'm just saying.
Good monologue, good monologue.
You'll find someone amazing who can keep up. No, definitely not me, but you'll be bosses together and take over the world, power couple style, you know?
I appreciate it, Hatu. What about your friend Damien?
Uh-oh. Well, oh, look at the dipper. Oh, right there. Oh, it's just moving.
All right.
Uh,
If Hayden were here, I think she'd say the same thing.
Hey, speaking of Hayden, how did you two meet?
I had a spot open in my apartment and needed a roommate.
That is a surprisingly easy answer.
I had nightmares for days about rooming with a stranger, but I didn't know anyone who was looking. I got lucky when I found Hayden. I've never been stellar with people, but Hayden, it was different.
Oh. How so?
I'm from Queens.
I can tell.
Really? So I showed her around the city. taught her how not to take the subway, or how not to take the subway.
I figure she like Sloan probably built like a time machine or like a transport or something.
Yeah.
Just for the safety, you know.
Let me try that again.
Okay.
I'm from Queens.
Yeah.
So I showed her around the city, taught her how to take the subway, hail cabs, that kind of thing. In return, it was comforting to be around a friend who appreciated the quiet. I felt like I was in a safe space where I could be myself.
Sounds like the two of you were destined to meet. Yeah.
She's really not getting paid, though. She has to have a roommate, and she works for NASA, and she has to tutor kids.
Wow, that's a lot. I mean, man.
Dang.
No wonder she doesn't have friends. She doesn't have time.
I know. Something like that. When we went to the planetarium, Hayden would always joke about hijacking a spaceship and wandering around like space pirates.
Space pirates, yeah.
She'd make scientifically inaccurate jokes about hyperspace.
That must have been harsh.
Yes.
Yeah. You look back up at the ceiling and watch a new constellation form.
That's Orion. It's my favorite.
It's got a good belt. It's good wardrobe choice.
Yes. Orion was a talented hunter, but he was too boastful. The other gods sent him a powerful scorpion to defeat him, so Orion escaped into the sea. A god fooled Artemis into shooting an object in the sea, claiming it was a horrible villain.
Yeah. Well, what happened next?
When Artemis swam out to receive her victim, she discovered that it was her friend, Orion.
Yeah. I've got the weird, sickening suspicion that this story is going to be important for me to know later on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, right, yeah.
The gods wouldn't bring Orion back to life, so instead, Artemis put Orion's picture in the sky so that she could always remember him. It's so sad!
Yeah, it is really sad. Ooh. Sloane wrings her hands together nervously.
I'm not good at making friends, but I made a friend in Hayden, and no one was more surprised than me. I don't know how to act in front of people, but somehow that doesn't matter with Hayden.
Oh, Sloane.
Losing her scares me, hot dude. I don't want to be who I was before I met her.
No. Sloane starts to cry quietly, her shoulders shuddering. I should totally hug Sloane. Oh, come here. Your raps. It's that one tone. Yeah, that's how she'd cry. Yeah. You wrap Sloane in a comforting embrace. She lets her head rest on your shoulder as she cries. I'm here for you, Sloane. I care a lot about Hayden, too. You don't have to go through this alone. Eventually, Sloane pulls away.
Thanks, hot dude.
She wipes away her tears, embarrassed, and you both turn your attention back to the stars above. Stars. It's so pretty. I think that's the Horsehead.
Huh.
The Horsehead Nebula.
Cool.
I don't know. If you guys know out there, then tell me. It probably isn't. Who knows? It doesn't matter.
You know, I'm glad you came to the planetarium with me. Maybe I've made another good friend.
Well, maybe. Well. You may be onto something. As you sit together watching the cosmos, feeling small in comparison, you forget all your worries for a while. The next evening, You and Nadia walk at a brisk pace toward the hospital. Nadia holds a cheerful bouquet of flowers in her arms.
I couldn't believe the news. Terrible things keep happening, and I have to do something!
Nadia brandishes the bouquet in frustration, almost hitting a random passerby. Bouquet! Hey, careful with the flowers. These are for Hayden. Yeah,
Sorry.
I feel you, but let's just see if they're letting them have visitors now. You enter the waiting room to see a familiar face talking to the receptionist. That bracelet's great. Where'd you get it?
Oh, on vacation in San Juan.
No kidding. The sea glass design is impeccable. My aunt actually owns a jewelry store there. I could refer you to her. I'm sure she'd find something special for it. You know what I mean? Damien? What's he doing here? Out of sight from the receptionist, you signal to Damien and regroup in a neighboring hallway. Perfect timing. I'm trying to see Hayden, but this receptionist is a tough one to crack. He's not letting anyone through. For now. You're here to check in on Hayden? Oh, you finally warmed up to her, huh? Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, hot dude. I said I would get to the bottom of this. Keeping tabs on Arrow's clients happens to fall under that umbrella. Sure, Damien, keep telling yourself that.
So what's the deal, Dee? Did you get any info?
Yeah, the receptionist accidentally let slip what room Hayden's staying in. Neurology 136, just through that door. We gotta distract her and nab her badge for keycard access. I don't know about you, hot dude, but I'm not waiting around for them to finally let us in.
Yeah, for once I agree with Damien.
Whoa.
I want to see firsthand that Hayden's really okay.
Exactly. Wait, for once? Yeah. We have to play it smart, though. Any thoughts? Yeah, you keep complimenting the receptionist while I swipe the badge. Stroking someone's ego almost always lowers their guard. Easy.
Yeah, you are a hot dude. You can do it.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
People can smell false flattery from miles away, Dee. I've had people compliment my art when all they really wanted was a spot in the gallery. We gotta cause a scene. Something loud, dramatic, and flashy. If you can handle that, hot dude, I can steal the badge. Pick one.
Oh, friend. Oh, she's got the brains. She got the ideas. Oh, the eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch the target by the nod. Yeah, let's do it. Distraction. I'm a thespian at heart. Just wait for my signal. You buy a bottle of water from the vending machine and subtly pour a bit onto the floor.
Uh-oh.
This is a little bit too much method acting on his part. Then you walk across the floor, pretend to slip, and fall to the ground, cradling your arm.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ow! My arm! Arm! Also, the receptionist stands up, startled.
Are you okay?
I can sue you for not having a wet floor sign. That's what you could do for me there. Just keep looking at me while I'm so hurt. Ow, ow. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Nadia swipe the badge from the desk.
Do you require medical attention for your arm?
No, I'll manage. Somehow. Oh, my poor humerus bone. Oh, connected to the elbow bone. Connected to the arm bone. Connected to the shoulder bone. Connected to the clavicle bone. All the bones, Oh, them bones. All them bones. You meet up with Damien and Nadia as other guests take the receptionist's attention.
Nice one, hot dude. The Park cousins were born for a life of deception.
Ow! Oh, I think I really got something there. Come on, while she's not looking this way. You swipe the badge and sneak through the door. You walk down the hallway, looking for a room marked with number 136. Should be down here. You rush inside the hospital room to find an empty bed. Wait, where's Hayden?
Maybe they took her away to check her vitals.
You search around for any belongings, but the room appears untouched. I swear, this is the room the receptionist said. Now let's split up and check the other rooms. You quickly scour a few of the nearby rooms, then meet back in room 136. I didn't see her. Yeah, we should probably hurry. The receptionist arrives with 2 security guards flanking her.
What are you doing? You can't be back here.
Oh, we got lost searching for the cafeteria.
That's outside in the adjoining building. Security can take you there.
Wait, where's Hayden Young?
Yeah, we know she's here. Hayden Young has been transferred to another unit. We cannot disclose her confidential information. Now, if you would kindly leave, you are disturbing the other patients.
Security escorts you outside. As they depart, you glance down at your bouquet of pink flowers sadly. I can't believe this. Something is definitely up. An admin telling us off makes sense, but security popped up out of nowhere as if they were prepared.
You don't really think Hayden is gone, do you, hot dude?
Nadia, we'll find whatever they're hiding. I know it. We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
All this on top of what's happened with Steve?
Exactly. 2 disappearances is a pattern. A small one, but it's a pattern.
I'm gonna go home and work on my evidence for it, and maybe paint on my new canvas while wearing my avocado face mask.
Oh, that is like super specific.
For catharsis?
Okay. Nadia places a hand on your shoulder and gives it a squeeze.
Stay strong, hot dude.
You too. Nadia disappears down the subway steps, and you turn to Damien. What do you think we should do? Well, I'll look into what leads we have. We can meet up tomorrow. There are a lot of loose ends to tie up. In the meantime, though, there's no use worrying yourself sick. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I just hope she's safe. Damien takes one look at your despondent face. Hey, I've got an idea to take your mind off things. How about I take you to my classic stakeout spot? I can give you some tried and true detective tips. Might come in handy. And it's one of my favorite rooftops looking over the city. It'll be a good break from all that's happened. So you in? Good night! No, you gotta figure out what this is gonna be. Let's check it out. You rarely disappoint. You know that, hot dude? Let's go. After a short subway ride to Manhattan, that's a short subway ride? You get up to the roof of an apartment complex with Damien. You let out a low whistle. Yup. That's the kind of view you whistle at right there. Too cool. The doorman just lets you come up here whenever you want? I helped him find his missing Boston Terrier, so we call it even. The building's pretty central, and so many new high-rises are in development, so this place became one of my prime stakeout spots. It's like 3 things are good for business: heartbreak, infidelity, and high-rise development. That's kind of bleak. Doesn't stop it from being true. Damien points across the roof. Me and this place go way back. For instance, that's where I got thrown into a wall, most unceremoniously. What's the story behind that? I was doing some cheating recon, and let's just say I got caught. Still got the scars to prove it. Seems like you've seen a lot happen up here. Dealing with drunken, angry spouses is just one of the hazards of the job. But sometimes I get unexpected clients. Damien points to a nearby building. A foreign royal stayed in the hotel over there. He was sneaking out on dates with a commoner, and someone he knew suspected it. I was asked to keep an eye on him. So you essentially just watch hookups through windows all day? Oh. Hey, I avert my eyes. I prefer to say I'm entrusted with confidential international intelligence. Those two weren't allowed to be together, but they cared about each other. A forbidden affair? That sounds... Oh. Yeah. The fact that it's not allowed makes it more exciting. Oh. You must have a death wish or something. I'm just romantic. Same difference. Passion is great and all, but they got careless. Did you report them? Get in the middle of a royal family feud? I did my job. I doubt it prevented them from being with each other again. I saw the way they looked at each other. But they could have been more secretive, if you ask me. Come on. I want to show you something.
I wonder why they told that story.
Yeah, it is interesting. I feel like this is sort of a lull.
Yeah.
Timing. You and Damien walk a couple blocks over to Times Square. What are we going to do next? Take selfies with costume characters? Pay attention, apprentice. Come on, Padawan, take a peek. Let's test your profiling skills. Look over there. Damien nods over at an older woman and a younger man having a heated conversation.
It's not possible.
You can't get rid of me that easily. They stand close together and talk in hushed, frustrated tones. The man waves his arms around wildly while the woman gestures at her hand. What do you think their relationship is, hot dude? I think these two are... having a family squabble. They seem very familiar with each other. Maybe they're siblings fighting over will or something. Or, I don't know. Look again. The woman gently places a hand on the man's cheek.
Oh, Emmett?
I wish things could be different. They kiss feverishly, in a world of their own, as people rush around them. Okay, I guess you wouldn't do that with your sister. Yep. The man's trying to end it because she feels it's wrong, but they can't help but want to be together. See the way they keep narrowing the distance between their hands and finding excuses to be close. And how she keeps fidgeting with her wedding ring.
Uh-oh.
Damien lightly touches your elbow, drawing your attention to the cab that pulls up next to them.
62nd and 3rd, please.
Upper East Side. So, a wealthy married woman and a younger man find themselves in a conundrum. I wonder how they met. The man cries out and slams his hands angrily on the car window, but the driver speeds away. You tear your gaze from the heartbroken man and follow Damien back up to the rooftop. All this reminds me of a client I once had. You know, pretty much everything that ever happens around me reminds me of my work. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I can't really decide. Oh well. Anyway, he thought his wife was cheating. He did something rash, blew my cover, and messed up the investigation. Things would have turned out okay if he hadn't let his emotions get the better of him. So, what are you trying to tell me then? I guess what I'm trying to say is that I've seen love at every stage, in all of its ugly glory, and its hopeful, wide-eyed naivete, infatuation, passion, jealousy, love. Damien sighs. We'll figure out what's going on with Hayden, dude, I promise. But through all the ups and downs, there has to be one constant. We can't let emotions get the better of us. We have to play it smart. Well, Damien, I went British there for some reason. I don't know why. Let me go back. Damien, easier said than done, man. We can't always control our emotions, especially when if we're invested. I know the feeling. Where are we going? What is this? Okay. It's okay. All right. But we have to try, or we risk jeopardizing things even more. Well, what happened to that couple? The one with the angry partner? They ended up together, despite it all. They forgave each other, cleared up misunderstandings. I came up here for a job once and saw them sitting on this bench, arms around each other even though it was 20 degrees out. Decided not to disturb them. Damien Nazario, you are a softy after all. You tarnish my reputation, and I might just dig up some dirt on you. I have 4 years of first-hand evidence after all. Anyway, we won't give up our investigation, but there's no use in despairing either. I got your back out, dude. I should punch him on the shoulder. You know, bro stuff, man. I don't know if he's ready for a hug and all that stuff, man. Yeah. Hey, that's what I get for sharing my infinite wisdom? I'm a fast learner. Don't show affection, remember? Huh. I don't think that's quite what I meant. Details, dude. You know, I think I might just steal the stakeout spot from you. Now that I'm a bona fide detective and all, you know? You wouldn't dare. Fine. Maybe we could share, you know. Just need matching trench coats. We'll discuss detective style choices in our next lesson. Together you look out over the glimmering city, its residents visible inside every glass window going about their own separate lives. The next evening, your phone rings after you get home from work. It's been quite a while since you've been to work, hasn't it? Hot dude, what do you do?
Nobody knows.
You have the opportunity to walk around with friends all day without a single phone call from anybody who gives you money. Oh, the life. The life.
We know what everybody else does but him.
It's true.
Even Hayden.
Hello? Hey, it's me. Let's meet outside of Hayden and Sloane's apartment. Why? What's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. Check the walls. Look at this. This is the kind of stuff that I deal with all day. I don't even know what that hand thing means. That is the creepiest movie poster I've ever seen in my life. And this is where I just work and live. You understand? I gotta get out of here, okay? I called Sloane and I asked if she's been able to check in on Hayden recently. She told me that Hayden's still not allowed visitors.
Oh, but they went
and saw that she was gone, so Sloan is obviously lying.
Still? I can't believe that. What does this have to do with going to their apartment, though? There was something off in Sloane's voice. She seemed weirdly insistent that I don't visit Hayden. I just have this gut feeling. She might be hiding something. I should pay her a visit and see what we can find out. I'll see you there in 15. Well, I'm not even close to where she... Sloane unlocks the door and sees you and Damien.
Hot dude, Damien. This is a surprise, but not a bad one. What are you two doing here?
Hi, Sloane. Damien and I... good cop, bad cop. Good cop, bad good cop. I want to see if you're doing all right.
Oh, that's nice of you, hot dude. Well, I'm doing fine. Have a good day. Bye.
Oh,
Bye now. Bye.
Sloane begins to close the door when Damien puts his hand on it. Actually, we wanted to pack a bag of Hayden's things and bring them to the hospital. I'm sure after staying so long, she's missing some basic necessities.
Oh, well, actually, yes. That's good thinking. I'm sure she'd want her electric toothbrush. Please come in.
Of course, we don't know where Hayden's staying, but I'm sure a nurse could pass things along.
Ah, yes. The staff there is competent and fond of lavender-scented hand soap.
Whoa.
I'm confident Hayden will receive the bag.
Confident, huh? Have you heard any news, Sloane?
No, I haven't heard anything. But everything will work out. The doctors know what they're doing.
You and Damien exchange a look.
Besides, Hayden has you, hot dude. I know she trusts you a lot. But not in a weird way.
Wait, what kind of way would be weird about trusting somebody?
I don't know. I'm a strange person.
Okay, yeah.
And she has good reason. It meant a lot that you went to the planetarium with me, hot dude.
Of course. We're really changing the subject, aren't we? Yep, that's all.
Anyway, I'm late for my weekly tutoring session. I'm helping some local teenagers with algebra. I love differential equations. I love them almost as much as I fear teenagers.
Well, that's a conundrum. Sloane points at a drawer.
All of Hayden's things are in there, the top left drawer. Maybe just drop the bag by the door just before you go, and I'll deliver it once the hospital contacts me.
Sloane waves her arm in a circle, then takes her leave. Damien walks to the other side of the room. So, let's take a look around. You want us to snoop around their apartment? I've been doing some digging. Found out she leaves around this time like clockwork. This is our chance to find clues. But that's an invasion of privacy. Sloane's our friend. And it's a good idea. But she's our friend. Good idea, friend. She's your friend. She's my suspect. Damien starts searching among the cushions. Come on. If I'm wrong, then we'll just leave. No harm, no foul. But if I'm right... Okay, fine. So anything in particular we're looking for? Anything that doesn't line up with Sloane's story. Or Hayden's. You search around the bookcase while Damien opens up some cabinets. After a few minutes... Nothing so far. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't even be here. There's gotta be something. Let's keep at it. You open up the last drawer and dig through a pile of clothes. When you find...
Dun dun dun!
arrows. For show. Well, that looks just like Sloane. Maybe she has a sister who works at Arrows. So, her twin sister works for Arrows, and then she works for NASA. That's like a really smart family. I totally think... What?
That's Sloan. Sloan looks for arrows.
Oh my god. She has a sister named Sloan too? It's amazing. Wow, totally.
Just get the badge, hot.
Alright. Field technician. Sloan is with Eros? I totally knew that. Yeah, right. I can't believe this. She lied to me. She's never brought this up before. So what do we do now? Simple. We need answers, and we just got ultimate access to all of them. Damien holds up the ID card, a mischievous smile spreading on his face. We're breaking into Eros.
Dun dun dun.
Tonight.
Dun dun dun.
Tonight.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, people. That was a bit of a long one, but we'll be back with number 9. Take care, people. We'll see you.